This is Julius, our taxi driver and friend, who is driving us to the fruit market here locally in Nairobi, and he is having his car washed at the same time. The market doesn't look very fancy, but I always go on the same corner. The market is actually quite huge, and go to the same fruit seller. They know us already and they give us a good deal. So here we are at the Nairobi food market, and I will do a quick interview of Julius Okoth, our driver. Hi Julius.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself. What is your background?
Well, I used to be a philosophy teacher, and later on I switched into driving, and along the way I developed a health problem out of my excessive weight. Always eating wrong food, eating wrong diets, and feeding on junks because of my nature of my work. And later on I came across a pilot with Martin Eyre called Ari, who introduced me into a book by Dr. Graham. And I followed this teaching one after the other, and I became a vegan.
So then you read the book about the 80-10-10 diet.
Yes.
Did you find it difficult to understand?
At first it was quite difficult to understand because of a culture shock. I was used to the 3 meal and a lot of grains in my staple food, and had to step down, and the family could not understand it. And I kept on trying by doing it every day, and it started to pay because all the pains I had with my ligaments and cartilage kind of disappeared. I had a lot of back problems.
Was this because of your sitting all the time in the car?
Yeah,
or?
always driving in the car and always eating junk foods and eating wrongly and always going in wrong different.
Now, of course, as a driver, you don't have much time to go and take your time to have lunch or dinner. But
Yeah.
you're saying junk food. Are you eating hamburgers here, or what kind of junk food do you
Yeah,
eat?
hamburgers and French fries and a lot of food dipped in hot oil, a lot of commercial meals. That's all I could afford because of time.
Are you able to combine eating this raw food together with your busy job as a driver? Because
Yes, because it's the fast food in the world. I just peel my bananas and my oranges, and there it is. My lunch is done, and I keep on repeating it again and again.
I've seen that you kept a book in the car always. I'm sure you must have had a lot of conversations with your passengers, the ones that you drive
Yes,
to the
I'm
wildlife.
trying to use my job as a platform to make them understand.
So you really are the first evangelist. You're telling the people in your car about this raw food diet. What are the reactions? Do they understand, or are they skeptical?
Yes, they understand because I give them tangible examples like the cost of medical facilities in the country. It's so expensive if you're having rheumatoid arthritis and you're having back pain and you're losing yourself and you can't afford it. But if you go to the fruits, everything, the pain just goes away.
So that's
right now. I can bend very easily. I can go down. I can go up. I can go down. I can go up.
yeah.
But I could not do that
No.
originally because I was too heavy.
Over how much time are we speaking? When did you first start this?
It's now almost 1 year.
Yeah.
And the results are just tremendous. If,
You've lost a lot of weight, isn't it? Tell me, how much
yes,
weight?
I've lost 70 kilograms.
70.
70 kilograms
Most people
in
will
9 months.
Most people will say that this is not a good idea because this sounds like a crash diet. Have you been busy? Have you been sick while losing this? What is often heard, detoxification. Have you had any strange headaches while you were losing this weight or things like
that? No, contrary. In fact, I've been kind of feeling so renewed and so young and feeling like a child. I sleep well, I can bend, I can scale the staircases, I can work longer. I do 24-hour service and I'm always strong.
Very good.
I've just done the crash of 22 hours straight as I'm recording this video, and I have still so much strength in me.
This is incredible. How is your wife and your kids? How are they taking it?
They are taking it very positively. In fact, my wife now has a lot of improvement in her health because she had back problems and also had problems with the toes, and that just disappeared. So the medicine is in the fruits and the diet, especially the 80-10-10 diet prescribed by Dr. Graham. If you try it, you'll realize that you don't have to go to the hospital, you don't have to go to the gym. Of course, I do some running and I do go to some, if I get the time, I go to the gym, but it's not really as equal to other people trying it.
Yes, you are not an athlete like some of the athletes here in Kenya that are following the 80-10-10 diet.
Yes.
But of course you could enthusiastically invite raw food dieters into Kenya and drive them around and show them this food market.
Yes.
And help them continuing their diet and lifestyle here in Kenya, couldn't you?
Yes, I've already done that to several. I think we're now going into a dozen, 13. The number right now that I've influenced is 13. You can testify from Shosho who sells here. I'm always bringing in people, and it's now become like a medicine, you know.
So there are several people in your immediate social circle that have started this diet as well, you're saying?
Yes, and they're healing, about 6 of them from hospital, right from hospital beds. One was kind of prescribed to be suffering from kidney failures because of so much alcohol. You know, taking a lot of grains like corn and then taking a lot of sugar with hot drinks, and then it's filtered and it's condensed into the body and becomes like gin, like moonshine, and then it eats the liver. The liver needs to purify the blood.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of junk food in it, and then replacing it with natural medicine, it has just reversed, and the growth, especially the need for potassium and sodium in the cells, that you can't get anywhere on the stores. You know, you just got to do it yourself here. And that is tremendous, because having 6 people that I can testify and bring as a witness who have literally walked from hospital beds and returned the funding which was meant for them to travel to India for medical. They've returned that kind of money back. And it's a wonderful thing. If you look around, if you look at my friend here who's lost a lot of weight here, you see? See, this guy used to be very fat.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Eating fruits and eating vegetables, he's now a very healthy, young, as you can see.
People are all around, eh?
Yes, from big pot to slim, not very slim, but feeling healthier, every faculty operating normal.
Well, thank you very much, Julius, for being a local champion of this diet. And
yeah,
I would love
I think we should thank Dr. Graham more, because putting all that work into literature and putting it into books and passing over the message across into the hemisphere that we are in south of Sahara, and where food is consumed wrongly, big body is transformed to mean doing well in a society financially, but that's not true, because you pay onto the end toll through medical bills that you really don't need.
What we see in countries that are developing and becoming richer, that actually people there are now getting diseases of affluence, the diseases that people get in countries that have been rich for a long time, like for instance the countries in Europe and United States. And I guess this is quite a critical crossroads for Kenya, that people think everything from rich countries should be good and easy to get.
Yes, look at, for example, look at cancer, for example. If you think at once that dairy can really get a lot of minerals from taking so much of the dairy products, look at Scandinavia. You know, they use a lot of dairy products, cheese, butter, milk, you know, but they're not healthy, you know.
No.
And if you compare the mismatch, you know, our old women, our old grandmothers who just look around the markets, they all look healthy, and they're quite old, but we're trying to convince them to quit dairy products so that they live, and also quit organic product, and also try just live simple. I think we were not meant to eat what we eat today, but if you look at our structures as put by Dr. Graham in his book, it's a testimony that it works so fast, not only to lose your weight, but to gain your health.
Yeah, we thank him for bringing this common sense into writing, into this book.
Yes.
And we certainly hope that there will be people around the world from different cultures discovering this. And we thank you, Julius, for giving your testimony today.
Yes.
And, you know, continuing this, talking to many local people and travelers that you meet,
yes,
of spreading this message. Because in the end, what we discover is it's great for people and it's great for the planet. And it will be a benefit to all of us. So thank you very much, Julius, for taking this little interview. And we hope to see more of you in the future.
Oh, thank you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.